Generative AI tools such as ChatGPT are a relatively new category of artificial intelligence capable of generating original content such as written text. These tools are based on massive databases known as large language models, or LLMs, that contain billions of pieces of information collected from the internet. When you submit a query or prompt to this model, it can instantly generate responsive text from that massive database. These tools can make you a more productive and creative writer. This technology is advancing very fast, so new tools and applications are being released almost weekly, so it is important to stay updated on the latest products and tips. Learning how to best use these powerful tools effectively is also important, a skill known as prompt engineering. For example, how you phrase your prompt can make a huge difference in the generated output, so try a few different formulations. Also, you can use your prompt to instruct what length you want your result to be, whether or not you want citations, what format you want your output to be in, and what writing style you prefer. In addition to generating new content, you can also use these generative AI tools to summarize the key points of a published news story or article, or to check the spelling, grammar, and coherence of your written draft. There are also generative models for producing images, videos, or computer code. Generative AI tools can be used to write an effective and creative first draft of a document, but never the final copy. There are some limitations of these tools that require caution and vigilance. Here are the four most important. First, generative AI tools do not understand the meaning of the text they generate. It is essential to review the content generated by LLMs for illogical arguments or faulty reasoning, something only a human reader can currently detect. Second, these tools have an unfortunate tendency to create false facts or references. For example, it may produce legal citations and even entire cases or articles that look legit but are entirely falsified. Any facts or references generated by these tools must be validated. Third, most LLMs are fixed in time and contain no new information or events since that time. For example, as of this recording, ChatGPT was frozen as of September 2021. Be careful of outdated facts or assertions from generative AI tools. Last, generative AI tools are trained on historical data from the internet, which often contains explicit or implicit biases and stereotypes. For example, most historical references to a doctor describe a male, while nurses are female. These outdated stereotypes are often integrated into large language model outputs, and so must be carefully reviewed and corrected for inappropriate biases and stereotypes. With these caveats, and when used carefully, generative AI tools can make you a more productive, efficient, creative, and knowledgeable writer, an essential attribute for both a law student and a lawyer. But always remember the cardinal rule for using generative AI tools: trust but verify.